So I wanted to put this album online because I don't really think there's much of a market for it, and it's not to say that I don't think people would be interested, but I just don't. I don't know how to convince people, or I don't want to have to convince people. So all I can say is, for me, what is the solo bass recording? It's been. It's been kind of a recognition of starting over in a way. I mean, in a world that's really cynical about, oh, well, if, this is what juries like, so we do this for the grants, or this is what labels like, so we do this for, and all the kind of cynicism that really pervades the music business and, the film business and the art business. I just want to do the things that I do that I feel most naturally, most comfortable doing and most natural about doing. So that's why I decided it really doesn't matter. What am I going to do? Sell this for 20 bucks to 3 people who I know, who are my friends, or give this away and hopefully people will take something away from it. And if what they take away from it is that they should do their own thing, and because Jordan's thing is shitty or whatever, then that's great. At least it acted as an impetus to push people in a way that isn't about getting a grant, that isn't about tricking some label or some photo op or whatever. That's more about music. And yeah, we live in the West, it's got to be a business, blah, blah, blah. But we also live in the West and we have opportunities that a lot of people don't have. And I think that we, in our cynicism, because essentially we're hurt and we're afraid that we're not all superheroes, we forget that. I just want to make music the way I wanted to make music when I first started playing the bass, out of enthusiasm. I want to play wrong notes or play things that are weird or simple or advanced or whatever just because I'm interested in them. And I don't want music to be political. And I don't want music to be about anything other than that essential enthusiasm. At some point, we have to recognize that our cynicism, as much as it may have been a defense mechanism against the unknown of the future, at a certain point just becomes this bad taste that we can't wash away. And we feel like it's the only way to be strong, but really to be strong, to create, make art, build, innovate. That's the cynicism, isn't it? Say, oh, goddamn people there, I pay my taxes and blah, all this kind of small-minded bullshit. That's not gonna cut it. That's not gonna make anything new. That's not gonna help anybody. That's not gonna push the ball of evolution forward. I think with music and I think with art, I mean, for that matter, I think with love and I think with relationships, we need to hold them above this kind of cynicism. And I think art needs to be a part of that practice. It's the humanities, it's the exercise in the humanities that says we as human beings can go forward, can evolve, can grow in our humanity. Releasing the solo bass album, as trite or as simple as it may seem, for me is a way for me to practice that belief. I didn't talk about this, but moving to Toronto, it was really a realization that I could never really join a lot of the prevailing musical attitudes that I came across. And so as a result, it really had to be about what I was going to do as an individual. And as an individual, there's certain restrictions. So I'm not going to be on the label. I'm not going to do this, that, and the other. So as a result, what am I going to do? I'm going to release stuff for free online. That's what I can do. And hopefully that'll be a positive thing. How low is it? Where is it shooting right now?
It's shooting your knees. You'd have to lie down.
I think I see music almost too ideologically, or I want to see music in a purely ideological way. I want music to be all-encompassing. I want it to embody truth. I want it to embody love. I want somebody to have a musical experience with a recording the way I've had it with some recordings. And I want it to be a surprise. Not that it matters who did the recording or what the recording was, but that thing, that excitement, that sense of mystery can remain. And And I hope there's something of that in some of the things I do.